Hi Year 9, happy Friday, hope you're having a nice morning. Today we're going to do some work on dividing fractions. We looked at multiplying them, we've looked at adding and subtracting them. Today we're going to look at dividing them. So do pause the video and put yourself a date and a title in your book. And unpause obviously when you've done that. And today, dividing fractions. I can sum up the method for dividing fractions in 3 words, and those 3 words are keep, change and flip. Do make a note of this in your dividing, in your fractions page, fractions, decimals, percentages page. I'll give you a couple of examples, or an example split in a minute as well. So keep the first fraction. Change the divide to a times, and you flip the second fraction, and you do those 2 things and it changed to a multiplication then, and we know from before that multiplying fractions is quite easy. So all we have to do is those 3 things and then it sets it up as a multiplication. So here is an example: 4/9 divided by 10/11. Keep, change, flip. So do put this one example in your blue books. I suggest keep the 4/9, change the divide to a times, and flip the second fraction. So instead of 10 over 11, it's going to become 11 over 10. And then it turns into a multiplication, which, remember from before, are quite easy. You just multiply the numerators. So on this one, 4 times 11 is 44, and multiply the denominators. 9 times 10 is 90. And if I wanted to make, and that's it, that's all there is to it. So you keep, change, flip, and then it turns into a times, and we know that the times ones are nice. And if I wanted to make it even better, I could simplify, because the top and the bottom have both got a factor of 2. If I divide the numerator by 2, it becomes 22. If I divide the denominator by 2, it becomes 45. Okay, I hope you're happy with that. Keep, change, flip. I'm going to do a couple more examples on this video. Make sure you've got the notes of everything on that page in your blue book, and then I would suggest these 2 examples you have a go at in your yellow book. So the first one, 2/5 divided by 1/3. I would suggest you pause the video now, unless you're really not sure. Pause the video now, see if you can do that in your yellow book, and then come back to check. Okay, so I'm going to keep 2/5. I'm going to change the divide to a times, and I'm going to flip the 1 over 3, so it becomes 3 over 1. And then it turns into a nice multiplication one. Multiply the numerators, 2 times 3 is 6. Multiply the denominators, 5 times 1 is 5. That's it, 6/5. It's a top heavy fraction, so it's more than 1, but that's fine, it's a perfectly good answer. Okay, I hope you got that one right. One more example for you to have a go at on the video then. 7/10 divided by 5/8. So again, pause the video and have a go. And again, hopefully you've done the same thing. Keep 7/10. Change the divide to a times, and flip the 5/8, so it becomes 8/5. And then again, we know that the multiplying ones are nice. You just multiply across the top. 7 times 8 is 56, and multiply the denominators. 10 times 5 is 50, and there's my answer. And again, you might notice that these 2 have a common factor of 2, so I could divide it if I wanted to make it even better and make it 28/25. But that's just it. Keep, change, flip, and I just want you to keep practicing that for the rest of the lesson. So this probably now, depending on how long you paused it for, about 10 minutes in, so that gives you about another 40 minutes at about 9:40 to keep practicing those questions from the task. Okay, have a lovely day. As ever, any problems or any questions, do just drop me a line. But otherwise, do crack on with that. I hope it goes all right. And I will speak to you guys next week. Have a good one. See you later.